Just as we thought tropical season was over, we get smacked in the face by a subtropical storm. Subtropical storm Nicole is out there, and I was having issues with the looping frame, so a static image has to do. So we can clearly tell why this is not considered tropical. Long story short, it's not organized enough to be considered tropical, but also the maximum winds are far away from the center. The center is right in here, but the max winds are outside in the thunderstorms. So that's another reason why this is not considered a tropical system, but it does have wind speeds of 45 miles per hour, which is a tropical characteristic. So that's why we do have a subtropical tag on it, and it's not just a low pressure system out there. Now, we are expecting this to develop into something tropical, especially by Wednesday, when we have this developing into a low-end Category 1 hurricane. Now, it is going to push across the Florida Peninsula, and then a cold front is going to pick it up, and it's going to sharply take a turn back to the east. And that's when we are going to see the center of the storm eventually make its way either just onshore or just off of our coast. Now, that is up for grabs right now, but here's what the models are saying right now, and obviously this is going to change from time to time. Also, I am having a little bit of an issue from it jumping back to this frame, so just keep that in mind as we go through this. Now, for tomorrow, we are eventually going to see this start to get its act together as it continues to push across the Atlantic. And then by Wednesday afternoon, it is sitting right over the Bahamas. But I do want to bring attention to this right here. We have a high pressure to our north with this system down to our south, and it is creating a pressure gradient right here. So we have this long area of winds just pushing ashore. We call this a fetch, where the winds are over the water, and there is a long area of it. Now, it could create some coastal flooding, some beach erosion, so we do have impacts before the system itself actually gets here. Now, as we head towards your Wednesday, that system over the Bahamas crosses over the Florida Peninsula, but we are starting to see some rain by that point because of that onshore push. So the majority of the rain out ahead of Nicole is already making its way onshore by our Thursday, and then by Friday morning, you see we're completely covered and we are getting rained on. So Friday is going to be our big day. Now, as we head towards Friday, we are going to see this system continue to move off to the north, bringing some of that residual moisture from the center, and then by your Saturday, it is starting to clear out, and that cooler air from behind that cold front I was talking about is going to start to settle into our area. So I know that's a lot right there, but here's what you should take away from this. We are going to see some impacts before the system itself gets here. We are going to see some beach erosion, some coastal flooding, and some breezy conditions as we head towards your Wednesday and Thursday. Now, once the system actually gets here, take all of these impacts. So we're keeping the beach erosion threat, we're keeping the coastal flooding threat, we're keeping the breezy conditions, and just throw on the rainfall, and that's going to come late Thursday and into your Friday. So we are going to see quite a good bit of impacts with this, but it's really nothing that we can't handle here in South Carolina. Now, switching gears quickly to your voting forecast as you are heading out to the polls tomorrow, it is going to be comfortable temperatures in the upper 60s and lower 70s, and it is going to be mostly dry, just counting in a small chance of a shower as we head towards early tomorrow morning. And we also have a blood moon out there, so if you do see an isolated shower, there's only a 10 to 20% chance at this point. It may obstruct your view for this blood moon, but still get out and see it because it is our last blood moon until Pi Day of 2025. The total eclipse is going to begin at 5:16, and it is going to wrap up right as we're starting to head off to work if you have work tomorrow around 6:41 in the morning. Now, taking a look at your 10-day forecast, we are going to be mostly dry for tomorrow and Wednesday, just counting in that very early chance of a shower for your Tuesday. We are going to see that Nicole start to move in as we head toward your late Thursday and into Friday, so that's going to bring us that rain threat late Thursday and all throughout the day on Friday. A couple of lingering showers are possible for your Saturday, but check out the overnight lows as we head towards Sunday. We are going to see some temperatures below freezing, especially if you are in the upstate for a couple of days, but our high temperatures are going to struggle to get past the mid to upper 50s. So we are sitting in the 50s. Fall is going to be here, and we are also expecting another chance of some showers as we head towards the middle and end of next week. So a lot of weather to talk about. Keep it here at Will's Weather, and I will keep you updated on Nicole and what is coming next week.